easy for me to merge up NYSC. I had my own personal work I'm doing. So there was a lot to do this year, so I wasn't able to meet up my goals.
I did not fulfill everything I intended to do, but I did partly.
Despite the setbacks, many say lessons have been learned, which have strengthened their determination to do better in the new year.
My personal is to be a good father to my family and to my nation, is to be faithful and obedient to my nation.
My New Year resolution is to make sure that where I left last year, I'm going to complete it. Then for this year, I need to push myself to do better. I need
and like that.
But I wasn't able to hit all my targets because I had to serve this year. So, like, I finished my NYSC last month, so it wasn't very easy for me.
Welcome to Africa News 24 TV, where we bring you up to speed with news and reports from across the world. And many of them, here are the headlines. Troops arrest 8 suspects linked to Borno mosque bombing. Troops arrest criminal Kingpin associates. APC governors back Fubara as Rivers crisis deepens. Now to the news in full. The troops of the Nigerian military say they have arrested 8 suspects in connection with the recent bombing of a mosque in Borno State. The arrests were confirmed in a statement following sustained security operations aimed at tracking those responsible for the attack. According to the military, the suspects were apprehended during coordinated raids carried out on identified hideouts after credible intelligence links them to the incident. Preliminary investigations reportedly suggest that the suspects played various roles in the planning and execution of the attack. Security authorities disclosed that the suspects are currently in custody and undergoing further interrogation to uncover the full network behind the attack and prevent future incidents. Still in security, troops of the Nigerian army have arrested an associate of a notorious criminal Kingpin and recovered a cache of ammunition during a raid in Taraba State. The operation, conducted following credible intelligence on the movements of armed criminals terrorizing local communities, led to the seizure of several rounds of ammunition and other paraphernalia linked to recent criminal attacks. The suspect was apprehended after an exchange of information between operatives and local informants. Security sources stated that the arrest and recovery are expected to disrupt the operations of the criminal network in the region. The military emphasized that intelligence-led operations like this are crucial in curbing insecurity and restoring peace to affected communities. Residents of the area have welcomed the intervention, noting that criminal activities have hampered farming and local trade. The army has called on the public to continue supporting security agencies with timely information, assuring that all tips will be handled confidentially as efforts to maintain safety across Taraba State continue. From security to politics, as a political crisis in Rivers State appears to be taking a nosedive ahead of the 2027 elections. This is as several governors of the All Progressives Congress have thrown their weight behind Governor Siminalayi Fubara, dealing a setback to the efforts by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, to block his re-election bid. Sources within the APC say the renewed tension between Wike and his successor was triggered by the decision of some influential APC governors to support Fubara for a second term. The move reportedly angered Wike, who is said to be opposed to Fubara's continued hold on power. The backing from APC leaders is said to be driven by their approval of Fubara's performance in office, with party leaders praising his projects and governance style. The National Secretary of the party, Ajibola Bashiru, publicly backed Fubara and told Wike to resign his ministerial position if he wished to remain deeply involved in Rivers politics. In response, Wike warned Bashiru to stay out of the state's affairs, insisting that Rivers remains his political stronghold. Bashiru fired back, saying, Wike has no authority to interfere in our APC matters, stressing that the former Rivers governor is not a member of the ruling party. Still in politics, some leaders of the New Nigeria People's Party in Kano State are talking about their readiness to accommodate members of the All Progressives Congress as political realignments continue in the state. The Commissioner for Information and Internal Affairs, Ibrahim Bouaya, expressed the party's readiness during a meeting with party faithful, where he noted that accommodating the APC members will promote unity and stability in Kano State.
I want to assure you on behalf of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kano State and the Kano State Government, that as soon as this is done, if His Excellency is to our own demand, we're going to work with you, we're going to accommodate you, and we are going to be working with you very, very closely. We will consider you as our friends, as it used to be, and we continue to also consider you as our brothers. Our demand or our simple mission is for the development of the state. We want to join hands with you to ensure that Kano excel and to ensure that Kano is properly repositioned in its own rightful position so that we could be able to leverage on a number of opportunities through special interventions at the federal government. I want to assure you on.
Meanwhile, the President, Bola Tinubu, has written to the Senate seeking confirmation of 21 nominees for the boards of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. In a statement by the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, the President announced that former Senator Magnus has been nominated as Chairman of the NUPRC Board. Other nominees include former petroleum and labor officials, as well as new and returning executive commissioners covering finance, exploration, production, regulation, and corporate services. In a separate letter, the President nominated energy expert and lawyer Adigbite Adeniji as chairman of the NMDPRA board. The nominations are subject to Senate confirmation. Governors of Imo and Abia states, Hope Uzodinma and Alex Otti, are calling for a new phase of political cooperation in the southeast, urging closer engagement with President Bola Tinubu's administration. The move, aimed at strengthening regional unity and accelerating development, is being seen as part of a broader political realignment in the zone. We have more on this report.
Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma and his Abia State counterpart Alex Otti have both emphasized the need for the Southeast to engage constructively with President Bola Tinubu's administration in the interest of regional growth and national cohesion. They made the call during a recent meeting in the Southeast where leaders from the region gathered to discuss unity, development and the future of the zone within Nigeria's political structure.
We in the Southeast, we are determined to develop the region, and the only way we can do this is through collaboration. Are you not aware that I'm a politician and he's a politician? So when two politicians are meeting, what else can be more political than that? Tinubu is a brand. Of course, Kushi, I'm the chief marketing officer. But all of us have decided, because of his successes in the economy of social interventions, he has done extremely very well. And we in the Southeast, we have really resolved not to do tribal politics anymore. All this so-called political rascalism must stop. We are now part and parcel of the country called Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria. So the 5 governors of the Southeast are all supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's policies.
Governor Alex Oti echoed similar sentiments, stressing that regional cooperation and constructive engagement with the federal government would help address long-standing infrastructural and economic challenges in the zone.
The government is one. You have the national, the sub-national, and then the local government. And I've made the point that if you can't be opposition in a government that you are part of, okay, so when people mistake the issue of different political parties as opposition, they miss the mark.
Political analysts say the renewed push for collaboration signals a possible political realignment in the Southeast as leaders seek common ground to advance regional interests within the national framework.
Welcome to business. The Naira began the week on a positive note, recording further appreciation against the United States dollar at the official foreign exchange market. According to data released by the Central Bank of Nigeria, the local currency traded at 1,429 Naira 30 kobo to the dollar on Monday, reflecting a gain of 1 Naira 54 kobo. This marks a 0.1% appreciation compared to the previous trading session on Friday, January 2, 2026, when the Naira exchanged at 1,430 Naira 84 kobo to the dollar. The latest movement underscores a sustained improvement in the performance of the Naira at the official window, signaling relative stability in the foreign exchange markets. Market watchers attribute the continued appreciation to ongoing monetary reforms and improved confidence in the FX system, even as stakeholders continue to monitor broader economic indicators. Dangote Petroleum Refinery has warned that petrol prices in Nigeria could rise to as much as 1,400 Naira per litre if the country continues to rely solely on imported fuel and does not fully leverage domestic refining capacity. The refinery made a remark while denying claims making the round that it had shut down operations, stressing that production remained ongoing and stable. It also highlighted its roles as a critical stabilizing force in the downstream petroleum market, noting that without local refining price, pressure would intensify, especially in a post-subsidy environment. It also reiterated that locally refined petrol available at the ex-gantry price of around 699 Naira per litre helps moderate pump prices and conserve foreign exchange. The company also reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring steady fuel supply and supporting Nigeria's energy security, urging marketers and consumers to prioritize locally refined products over imports. On the foreign scene, the United States Vice President James Vance has confirmed that an attacker attempted to break into his home in Ohio, describing the suspect as a crazy person. Vance disclosed the incident in a post on X, noting that the individual tried to gain entry by hammering on the window of the residence. He added that neither he nor his family was at home at the time of the attack, as they had already returned to Washington, D.C. He said, quote, "I appreciate everyone's well wishes about the attack at our home. As far as I can tell, a crazy person tried to break in by hammering the windows. I'm grateful to the Secret Service and the police for responding quickly," end of quote. The Vice President also appealed to the media to respect his family's privacy, especially concerning his children. In other news, Delcy Rodriguez has been sworn in as Venezuela's interim president following the arrest of Nicolas Maduro by U.S. forces. Rodriguez, who described the move as a kidnapping, took the oath as Maduro pleaded not guilty in a New York court to drug trafficking and terrorism charges, insisting he remains president. The U.S. defended the operation at the UN, calling Maduro an illegitimate leader, while President Donald Trump warned Rodriguez of consequences if she fails to cooperate. Rodriguez has vowed to maintain peace and signaled openness to cooperate with Washington as thousands rallied in her support. Welcome to sports. Chelsea have announced the appointment of Rosenior as the new head coach on a 6.5-year deal. The Premier League club confirmed Rosenior's appointment in a statement, noting that the Englishman joined from League One side Strasbourg on a contract running until 2032. Speaking on his new role, Rosenior expressed both humility and excitement, saying he's extremely humbled and honored to be appointed head coach of Chelsea Football Club. Rosenior will be in charge for Saturday's FA Cup third-round tie against Championship side Charlton Athletic, while Callum McFarlane, who managed the 1-1 draw at Manchester City on Sunday, will oversee Wednesday's Premier League fixture at Fulham. The 38-year-old enjoyed a 16-year playing career featuring stints at Bristol City, Fulham, Reading, Hull City and Brighton before retiring in 2018. He then moved into coaching, nearly guiding Hull City to the Championship playoffs in 2024 before taking over at Strasbourg, owned by Chelsea's parent company, Blueco. In other news, Super Eagles striker Ako Adams has left Nigeria's camp in Morocco following the team's emphatic 4-0 victory over Mozambique in the round of 16 of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. The Super Eagles announced Adams' departure in a post on X on Tuesday, explaining that the forward was granted permission to attend a family matter. According to the team, Adams' mother was hospitalized, prompting the decision to allow the striker temporarily leave camp. Ako Adams, according to the team, said Ako Adams has been granted permission to leave camp to go be with his mom, who was hospitalized yesterday. We're sending prayers and strength to him, wishing his mom a quick recovery, the statement read. Adams was one of Nigeria's standout performers in the convincing win over Mozambique at the Faith Sports Complex on Monday night. The 25-year-old opened his AFCON goal account with a 70th-minute strike and also provided the assist for Ademola Lookman's opening goal. He was further involved in the build-up to the Super Eagles' second goal finished by Victor Osimhen. Speaking after the match, the Sevilla striker dedicated his goal to his mother, revealing that she was initially meant to be at the stadium. It remains unclear whether the forward will return in time for Nigeria's quarter-final encounter against either DR Congo or Algeria on Saturday. And in entertainment, popular Nigerian disc jockey and singer Florence Otedola, widely known as DJ Kopi, has announced a temporary break from social media as she begins a 21-day biblical fast to usher in the year 2026. The music star made this known in a post shared on a Facebook page, explaining that the decision was motivated by a desire for spiritual renewal and personal reflection after an intense period in her life. According to DJ Kopi, the fast will give her time to focus on prayer, seek clarity, and reconnect with her faith away from public attention. She described the move as intentional and necessary for her well-being. While acknowledging that the step is unusual due to her active online presence, the singer reassured fans that she is in good health and spirits, urging them not to worry about her. Away from that, Nigerian entertainer Habib Hamzat, also called Peller, has revealed plans to go back to school to improve his English fluency. Taking to social media, Peller shared that despite his success in the entertainment world, he has always struggled with speaking fluent English, a challenge he now wants to address head-on. According to him, effective communication has become increasingly important in his career, especially as he engages with international audiences and seeks broader opportunities. Peller explained that returning to school isn't about embarrassment, but about self-improvement and confidence building. He noted that mastering English will help him better express his ideas, connect more deeply with fans, and expand his reach beyond Nigeria's borders. While some fans reacted with surprise, many have applauded his humility and dedication to personal development. And that's where we touched the finish line of this time. Please follow us for more on these stories and others, and stay connected with us on all our social media platforms. And don't forget to visit our website at africannews24.ng for the latest updates to stay informed and ahead. I'm Mary Adam. Good evening.